Welcome again to the Old Principal. I am the Old Principal, and we've come to another English instructional program. Actually, these are stories from many different sources, from the internet, Hulian Wang. Sometimes I get them from friends. Sometimes I read them in magazines. Many. Some of them are my own story. Today's story is my story. I am talking about me. 这个是我自己的一个故事。Okay, but before we really begin, I must tell you this is number 24, Yellow Jackets. Do you know what a yellow jacket is? 黄蜂啊. A yellow jacket, 黄蜂啊. Ooh. And right there at the back, they have, you can't see it, but he's got a 针, and if you're not careful, he will 蛰你, 叮你. Oh, 很痛. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's listen to the story as my wife reads it, and then I will be back.
Number 24, Yellow Jackets. During the summer, there was nothing for me to do. I'm sure my mother was challenged trying to keep me from getting into trouble. We lived on the edge of the city, and so there were lots of places to explore. Grandpa lived across the street, and he had a big hay field. One late summer day, I noticed that a tractor came and cut down the hay, and then it was baled. I watched in fascination. The front of the baler ate grass, and out of the back came bales of hay. These bales looked like very big bricks. I thought, good. I'll go over there and explore the field. Except for the bales, there was nothing left in the field. Suddenly, ouch! I was stung by a yellow jacket. Then another one attacked me. Oh, I knew that I had accidentally stepped on a yellow jacket nest. Yellow jackets are like bees. They have stingers. But a bee can only sting once and then he dies. A yellow jacket can sting many times. I started running through the field, but the yellow jackets were flying faster. Ouch! 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 They were flying all around me. I dared not stop. They seemed to be attacking my back. I ran across the street and into our house. For sure, some of those yellow jackets followed me into the house. By now, I was crying in pain. Mom got rid of the remaining yellow jackets, but it was impossible for her to alleviate the pain. She took my shirt off and put some medicine on. Slowly, the pain started to die down. Then she began counting the stings. When a person gets stung by a bee or a yellow jacket, the spot turns red and swells up. After a while, Mom announced that I had been stung 29 times.
During the summer, there was nothing for me to do. In fact, this is a problem for many children. They don't know what to do. During the school year, 上学的时候那没问题. But during the summer, there is nothing for me to do. Going on, I'm sure my mother was challenged. Yeah. 对我来说，我母亲来说呢，这个 very 这个挑战是很大。So she was trying to keep me from getting into trouble. Okay, to get into trouble may have many meanings. 不要我发生问题 or 陷入困境 or almost anything to get into trouble. So now this is what mothers do well, trying to keep their children busy. You know, if you're 如果你很忙, then everything goes fine. If you have nothing to do, then you run into problems, 会发生问题. Okay, going on. We lived on the edge of the city. 我们是住在城市的边缘. Okay, and there were lots of places to explore. When I say explore, 探索有很多地方可以探索. You could go behind our house. You could go down the street, up the street. Oh, I did so many things. But then you sometimes still got bored. I've been there. Well, Grandpa lived across the street. 我的祖父，我爸爸的爸爸。And he had a big hay field. Okay, hay field. 这个有一个很大的田啊，干草田. Okay, it's just right there, right in front of us. Now, one day, okay, going on, one late summer day. We're talking about late summer. Summer, 我夏天的下半. Okay, there is a late one summer day. So it's not early summer, it's late summer. I noticed, 注意, I noticed that a tractor came and cut down the hay. Then it was baled. Okay, and I watched in fascination. Now, late summer day, I noticed a tractor, 拖拉机. Okay, he came down and cut down the hay. 把这个干草这个割草. Okay, so he cut it all down, and then it was 被捆起来. And I'll explain that in just a minute. And it says, I watched in fascination. When a person is fascinated, it actually there's probably several translations, but one translation is the 很有吸引力. And there I was. And I watched the tractor. What was he doing? He was cutting down the grass. The hay. Hay is grass, 干草. And at that time, the hay was so high. It was not easy to walk over there because it was so high. So at the end of the summer, he cuts down the hay, 叫割草. Now, going on, in front of the baler. What is a baler? A baler is a 机器. It's a machine, okay? And it's on wheels. 有自己的轮子. Okay, the front of the baler, okay, this machine, okay, ate the grass. Well, I said ate the grass. Of course, it doesn't eat it, but the grass went from on the field into this machine, this baler. And out the back came bales of hay. Okay, so this is hay. 好像红砖啊 but it's not a brick, it's a 草砖. 草砖. So a bale of hay is actually, it's well, yeah, it's about this long and this wide and this high. That's called 草砖. Actually, did you know that they even make houses out of it? In very cold areas, 他们用那个草砖头草砖盖房子 ，OK， 可以保这个温暖 ，very good. But anyway, that's a different story. Okay, so the grass came in the front of the baler. The baler ate the grass, and out of the back, 从后面出来这个草砖 bales of hay. These bales, 草砖 looked like very big 红砖, except for they weren't 红, 砖头. Okay, so we just call them 草砖 nowadays. Going on, I thought, 我自己想，好了, I will go over there and explore the field. Okay, to explore 当然是探索，我去那边看一看 Okay, well, because I haven't seen it. The grass was so deep that there's no way that I can go over there. But now, everything is in bales of hay, and so I can walk anywhere I want to, except for the bales. 除了那个草砖以外 there was nothing there. 割草割得平平的 there was nothing there. I said, wow, what an opportunity. It's very interesting. For some reason, 我不晓得为什么 my brother wasn't with me. Usually we did everything together. 我们是经常一起玩的 But this time, my brother did not go. I was there all alone. Okay, going on. Suddenly, I was stung by a yellow jacket. 突然间我被一个黄蜂蛰了，叮了一下。Okay, usually if you get stung, the first thing you do is you start to run. Okay, going on. Then another one attacked me. I knew that I had accidentally stepped on a yellow jacket nest. 黄蜂窝. Okay, so it says here another one 攻击我 attacked me. I knew that I had accidentally. In this case, of course, accident is 意外. Sometimes accidentally 是不小心的. Except for, how do you know? 不小心的 accidentally stepped 踩到. 用我的脚踩到黄蜂窝. Uh-oh. So now I have a problem going on. Yellow jackets are like bees. Okay? They are like bees. 很像蜜蜂一样. Yellow jackets, in fact, sometimes we call them bees, but they're really not bees, they're yellow jackets. They have stingers. Okay, what is a stinger? 针. Okay, they have a stinger. Okay, but a bee can only sting once, and then she dies. It's the females that do all the work. Okay, so the bee can only sting once. 能够叮 once, and then the bee dies. This is a honeybee. 这是蜜蜂啊。But yellow jackets are different. Okay, going on. A yellow jacket can sting many times. So they can 连续不断的叮你啊。But when this happened, I started running through the field, but the yellow jackets were flying faster. I was running, 我是跑过这个干草田 okay? But the yellow jackets were flying. I was running. They were flying, of course. They were flying faster. 他们飞的速度比我跑的速度还要快。哎呀呀呀呀 Going on. Ouch! 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 这个是痛苦，痛痛痛。They were flying 围绕着我 They were flying all around me. Chung, chung, chung. I was in bad shape, but I wasn't too old. I was probably, let's think about that. I was probably 9 or 10 years old. 10 years old. Okay, going on. I dared not stop. 我不敢停啊. Of course, I was running just as fast as I could. They seemed to be attacking my back. Now, I must tell you right now that the bees will choose the closest part. And so that 他们是攻击我的背, okay? Because it was easy to attack my back. So I ran across the street into our house. 我跑过我们那条街, 36th Street, and I ran into the house. Okay, what's happening? Who is flying all around me? Or what is flying all around me? Yellow jackets are flying all around me. Going on? For sure, some of the yellow jackets followed me in the house. 肯定有些黄蜂跟着我进去我的家。Sure, because I opened the door. I had to open the door to go through the door. And so they just flew right in all the time. They were going after me. Going on. By now, I was crying in pain. Obviously, I was crying in pain. 很痛苦的哭啊，很疼痛的哭啊。I was crying in pain. Mom got rid of the remaining yellow jackets. The few yellow jackets that did come into the house, she got rid of. 她就打死他们, okay? She got rid of them, but it was impossible for her to alleviate the pain. There's a good word. 是不可能减少我的痛苦，这个疼痛。So it was impossible. 不可能 alleviate. Okay, alleviate is to get rid of. 这个除掉这个疼痛。To alleviate simply means to get rid of, to take something away, or to solve a problem. She could not alleviate the pain. She could not stop the pain. Going on. She took my shirt off. Okay. and put some medicine on. Okay, so she took my shirt off. Right now I'm crying. So I'm not the happiest person on the planet Earth. Obviously, I'm crying, tears coming down my face, and I said, "No, Mother, help me, help me. It's so painful, it hurts, ouch, ouch." Okay. She put medicine on, and slowly the pain started to die down. The pain got 慢慢地消失了. Okay? We say here the pain started to die down. And then she began counting the stings. Now, usually if you're stung once, and that's enough. 已经非常非常痛. In fact, some people actually have 过敏, and if they are stung by a bee or a yellow jacket, 他们有生命危险. It becomes a life and death matter. It's very dangerous, and they have to have special medicine. And usually, these people, they carry the medicine with them at all times. So they're prepared. 万一有出事, they have the medicine with them. So she took off my shirt and put the medicine on. Slowly, the pain started to die down, and then she started to count the stings. 开始算被蛰了, 被叮了多少次 going on. When a person gets stung by a bee or a yellow jacket, the spot turns red and swells up. So it's not hard to figure out. 一个蜜蜂或黄蜂蛰你的时候, it turns red, it becomes red, 叫变红, and 会肿起来. So she started counting these. Then going on, after a while, Mom announced I had been stung 29次. 被蛰了29次. Wow. I'll never forget that experience. Now, this is nearly, let's think this thing through. This is nearly 60 years ago, maybe more than 60 years ago. 60年以前, I still remember 29 times that I was stung 被这个黄蜂叮了. Well, times have come and times have gone. And you look back and, at that point, you cry and you say, ouch, 好痛, painful, Mom, do something. But now you look back and you say, well, that was an interesting experience. 很有趣的一个经验. Now, the question I have is, if they cut the grass, okay, 已经割草，在这个干草田都割好了. Now, the question I have is simply this. I could see clearly, I could see the ground very clearly. Why did I not see the 黄蜂窝? Why didn't I see the yellow jacket's nest? Well, here's the situation. It's frustrating. actually. A yellow jacket's nest is just a hole in the ground. 是地上的一个洞. That's all. It's just a hole in the ground. You cannot see it. You cannot see it. Now, sometimes the yellow jackets are flying around. And you can see that. And you see them flying around and you say, oh, somewhere there's a yellow jacket nest. That you can see. But sometimes you don't notice. 你不会注意这个黄蜂或蜜蜂 as they're flying around. And then you accidentally 不小心的踩到它们的窝. And I tell you, they are not happy. They come after you and chase you. During the summer, during the winter, no trouble with 黄蜂, no trouble with yellow jackets. Winter, fine. Only during the summer is there a problem. And sometimes if you go on a picnic, 我们到外面去野餐呢, okay? Sometimes the yellow jackets will fly all around you because they want to eat your food too. And when that happens, many people go, oh no, here's a yellow jacket, and they get very worried. Usually you don't have too much to worry, but that day I had a big problem. Well, you can write an email address. I don't know whether China has yellow jackets, but you can write to me about your experience, theoldprinciple@gmail.com. And our website is www.theoldprinciple.org. It's been a great time spending with you, sharing my story, and I hope that next time you'll bring a friend and enjoy the story. Until then, bye-bye for now.